The last most common mistakes that I'm going to be mentioning today, often overlooked and often made by Muslims in the month of Ramadan. Skipping Sahur. Subhanallah. So we all understand that Ramadan activities is very strenuous, right? Waking up, reading Al-Quran, doing a lot of sadaqah to Jariyah, giving alms, spending and striving towards finding Allah's mercy in the month of Ramadan. You all know that it can be strenuous, to be very honest. And putting your intention in fasting the next day is one of the most important things that we have to have as a Muslim during the month of Ramadan. Yes, we know that Ramadan and fasting is one thing that is most common during the month of Ramadan. Everybody, the atmosphere, the ambience is always goofy. We are always looking forward to it. We should make sure that we eat Sahur because there's reward for every single thing we do. Eating Sahur, eating iftar, the way is being prescribed by the Prophet. Delaying Sahur, hastening iftar, there's reward for it by Almighty Allah. So we should make sure that we don't want to do our own differently. Like, I'm not going to eat Sahur because I want to be better or I want to get most reward. At least if I did not eat iftar and I did not eat Sahur, it's going to make me get more reward. No.
Subhanallah.
Subhanallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not made Ramadan to bring difficulty. In as much as Ramadan is supposed to be a reminder for both the wealthy and the poor, just to understand what the poor go through every day, Ramadan is also not to make us go through difficulty. That is why we have to wake up and eat Sahur at a particular time and wait till it's iftar, hasten our iftar. Upon hearing the call for prayer, the adhan, we should break our fast. So, not eating Sahur can reduce our reward.
People see it as flex.
Some people actually see it as flesh, while some people want to take it as an act of ibadah, making it personal to themselves that they want to strive, they want to tap themselves more than the rest. No, it doesn't make you better than the person who wakes up, do nawafil, read Al-Quran, delay their Sahur to almost 30 minutes before the call to prayer to eat their Sahur. And some of the other mistakes that we often make is eating while it's almost time for Salatul Zuhr.
Or even during the Salah or after. Some people will eat 6:30.
Some people will be like, this food, I have to finish it. I don't want it to waste. The okele that is there, they're still having big quantity of food. We are checking time. There's still enough time. In as much as you want to delay our Sahur, making sure that we have finished eating Sahur and we can wait a little bit to be able to hear the call for prayer is very important, which means that we have to know our timing. Yes, I know that during the month of Ramadan, time zones differs. The call for prayer for Muslims based on the regions that we are, but making sure that at least we should have finished our Sahur 15 to 20 minutes before Salatul Zuhr is advised. Not to say that, I want to wait, there's still enough time, and we are hearing the call for prayer. They're not done calling the call for prayer. I can still finish it. I can still drink water. Making sure that we eat moderately and also give space, give room for us to be able to drink water. Don't eat too much. Eat moderately and drink water. We should try as much as possible to have moderate food during the month of Ramadan, because health-wise, if we overload ourselves, it's not going to make us be able to be strong during the day till we get to iftar. It's not about the large quantity of food you eat. It's about eating nutritious food like bananas, yogurt. Add it to your meals and make it as nutritious as possible. Can make you last longer and also give you energy during the fasting day. Following all of this and making sure that we keep track at this can even earn us more reward, because eating large quantity of food will make you go to the toilet and definitely is going to make you weak And during the day, you cannot even go for Salah. You cannot even read the Quran. When they wake you up, you be like, I want to sleep, I'm tired. Then the rest who have already eat nutritious food find themselves stronger doing their day-to-day activity, also striving to get as many reward as possible. So we need to check ourselves about most overlooked mistakes and also some of the mistakes that we know that, okay, not me, but my siblings or my friends, some of our brothers and sisters have uncle, mothers, and fathers who overlook some of these acts. And we have to advise them, correcting each other in the most nicest way. Is encouraged to advise each other in the most sorted and the most subtle way so that they can listen, reflect, and take to the correction, and also make sure that we are patient with them, not to make ourselves look like we are better than them. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam does not encourage a Muslim to act as if they are better than each other. So when we are having all our ibadahs, let's be careful and be mindful of all of our acts, knowing that we are not doing it for others to see us. Keep doing everything for the sake of Allah alone. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us away from having pride. It's only Almighty Allah that can tell who is best amongst us. I thank you very much for the opportunity. Alhamdulillah for Mindful Muslim for having this type of podcast. It gives the avenue for us to pass knowledge and for us to give reflection on some of these most sorted after topics, not just for Ramadan, but for Muslims, our day-to-day lives, in business, in strengthening us in our deen. I'm so glad to be able to talk about some of this because I know there are many more. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep providing, give you all of the reward. Inshallah.
Amin. Amin. So, mashallah, brother. Jazakumullah khairan. That was so insightful, Mr. Abdullah. I'm sure by now, people listening would have found themselves guilty of one or two, But may Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us improve in all of this. Amen. So to our listeners out there, you heard what he said already. Stay glued to Mindful Muslim Podcast. Like, share, and follow for more inspiring conversations like this. And I can assure you that this Ramadan, we are going to be dropping episodes back to back. We are going to be bringing in more guests to the show. So stay glued, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms showing on your screen right now. Stay mindful, stay intentional, and stay focused. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our efforts this Ramadan. Amen. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.